On the evening of November 7, 2010, a Canadian police officer was conducting a routine patrol on the highway when a small black truck suddenly sped out from among the trees bordering the road. It seemed suspicious, as if the driver had been hiding in the forest for some shady reason. The officer's instincts were immediately aroused, especially since, at that time of year, the forest was a protected natural area where hunting was strictly prohibited. Without hesitation, the officer activated his siren and began pursuing the truck to find out what was going on. He ordered the driver to pull over to the side of the road, and once the young man complied, the officer cautiously approached him and requested his identification. At that moment, something caught the officer's attention and triggered his alarm. The young man had bloodstains on his face and clothes, and some of those stains were smeared across parts of the vehicle as well. Initially, the officer suspected that the young man might have violated the strict anti-poaching laws enforced in Canada, especially during the wildlife breeding season. At that time, it was common for some hunters to exploit the forests in search of protected deer, a crime severely punished by law. For this reason, the officer decided to temporarily detain the young man while park rangers investigated the area to ensure no illegal hunting had taken place. But what the rangers found went far beyond any expectations. It was far more sinister than simple poaching. After an exhaustive search of the area, they discovered the body of a young woman buried in the snow-covered forest. She had been brutally mutilated. From first glance, it was clear that she had been violently sexually assaulted. She was completely naked, with bruises and marks all over her body, indicating that she had fiercely resisted her attacker until her final moments. This unknown girl was none other than the fourth and final victim of Canada's notorious serial killer Cody Legebokoff, who became known in the media as the Country Boy, a reference to the alias he used online to communicate with his victims. Cody's string of murders sent shockwaves across Canada, and despite the police's ongoing efforts, they struggled for a long time to track him down. No one could have imagined that he would be caught purely by chance. So, if you're curious to know the full story of this serial killer and the brutal details of his crimes, stay with us through the end of this video, where we always try to unveil the most complex crimes and mysteries. Cody Legebokoff was born on January 1, 1990, in the small town of Fort St. James in rural British Columbia, Canada. He grew up in a well-off family that owned one of the region's largest businesses, providing him with a peaceful and